I have to watch her. She went for testing. The testing process was kind of like all over the place because we had to wait. She was getting cranky. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Today will be a little different from what I usually talk about. Mila has recently been diagnosed with autism, so we are on a new journey of life, just trying to figure things out. Mila was recently diagnosed with autism about a month ago now, I'm thinking. I always had concerns about her having autism, but the thing was, Mila was born early, so they said that she would have delays in general. So I didn't think too much into it, and it was always in the back of my mind, like, does she have it? Because also I used to work with kids, and one of my students had autism. Although all kids are different, if your child is on the spectrum or not on the spectrum and you're thinking about getting them tested, please remember that all children are different, and just because your child may have a speech delay or whatever the case may be does not mean that they may have autism. So please consult with your doctor. You will see Mila a bit in this video, but I simply just wanted to come on here and bring some awareness to why I thought she may have had autism. I had a lot of parents ask me the questions of why I even got her tested in the first place. But my number one concern was that Mila was not focusing when she was younger. She did have a trach and a G-tube, so I thought that her speech was because her speech delay was because of her trach and her just being born early in general. But I had some concerns because of her speech. She is completely nonverbal. Her focus was a bit off, like she would focus, but then she wouldn't focus. She wasn't answering to her name. And that's where my main concern is with her. And then over time, and then like a year ago, I got her tested last year as well. But I felt like she was too young, and since she was born early, I was like, let me get her retested. And that's why I'm bringing awareness now, because now that I have got her retested, I feel like, okay, this is it, and she does have autism. So it's definitely about to be a new journey for me. Although I did find out a month ago, I was just getting everything in order before I made this video. As far as ABA therapy, which is behavior therapy for kids with autism, and also trying to figure out the next steps for school, because she is not in school at the moment. But for testing, it was a challenge because for one, they test through play. So you put some toys on the ground and they see how Mila throw the ball, or Mila give me the ball, or Mila press the button, and if she's not doing those things, then they're like, more than likely your child has autism. That's what they told me. But personally, I think the way testing is set up is kind of a little off, I would say, but it's the way that they test for autism, which is fine. So Mila did go for testing. I have to watch her. She went for testing. The testing process was kind of like all over the place because we had to wait. She was getting cranky. I will add some clips at the end of this video. I think I recorded some of it. And the test took like 15 to 20 minutes, but usually it takes up to 2 hours. But since she was tested before, like a year ago, they didn't do like the full evaluation. But usually what they do is the psychiatrist is on the ground playing with your child, and it could be different in every state with different toys, and then you have a neurologist asking you questions. Does she do this? Does she do that? Does she do this? The whole 9 yards. And if you know, you know, the questions are a bit much, because most of the time I'm answering, no, she doesn't do this to that, no, she doesn't do this. So it's a bit overwhelming. Plus I'm in the room, so it's like Mila's coming to me and giving me toys while I'm trying to answer the questions. It was just a whole process. But now that we are here, this is a new journey for us. And yeah, so at the moment I'm trying to get her in ABA therapy, and then after that we are looking into preschools for her, because she will be turning 4 in May. The earlier you get all this stuff together, the better. But yeah, I just wanted to bring awareness because a lot of parents were asking me what made me get her tested. And yeah, so it was just hard to distinguish because she was born early, so she was expected to have a lot of delays. So the speech was one thing, which I already mentioned. Stimming is another thing. So she used to lay on the ground and tense up when she was watching something on her tablet, which was concerning to me. But her doctor didn't think anything of it. She was like, it's probably just something nothing major. So I kind of had to speak up a little bit more and kind of state my concerns to get her tested, because Her doctor was like, she's just born early. She had a trach, she had a G-tube, she's been through a lot, she'll catch up. Usually with preemies, they usually say that they'll catch up by the age of 3. She's now 3, she's still not talking. So I'm like, okay. But my main concerns were her being nonverbal and her stimming. She's now doing something new with stimming, which is like when she's watching something on her tablet, she's like this. Sometimes it's not like a lot, but she does it. She often gets overstimulated with certain things. Maybe with certain toys, she loves light up toys, so she may hit a light up toy and then go to another one, then she gets upset because it's just too much going on at one time. So that was also like, I don't know. And then certain shows she was getting kind of frustrated with. So it was just a lot of concerns and red flags that I noticed, but every child is different, like I said, so you can't just say my child does that, so my child has autism. It doesn't like work like that. Autism is like a huge spectrum, and like I'm still trying to learn, I'm still trying to figure things out. And then I know it's a sensitive topic for some parents, so I don't even like to really speak on it too much, but I'm just bringing awareness to what I've noticed with my child. And then the testing process, because a lot of parents had the questions about testing process. The testing process, all over the place in this video, but I'm trying to give y'all all the information I have learned and what I've noticed with Mila. Just so yeah, like another parent had messaged me about their child. I think they were like, she's like 6 or 7 months maybe, and they felt like they had concerns. And honestly, I feel like that may be too, no, let me not say that. I just feel like you should give it a little bit more time before you feel like, okay, my child has autism because she's not doing this on this at this age or whatever. I think like the testing process, they don't even diagnose you until you're like, is it 18 months or older or something like that? I don't know, but the earlier you get it detected is the better. I will say, I feel like autism is becoming so much more a thing now, you know, like it's just crazy, and it's so much information to try to figure it out and all in one day, and people have different opinions about it, and it's just like you get one opinion and then you get a whole different opinion. So it's just like a lot in one. Although Mila was a preemie and I went through so many things with her medically, with her trach and her G-tube and just everything else, when it comes to autism, it's like a huge thing. It's like, okay, I knew with the trach, I knew what to do, you know what I mean? I knew what was going to happen. I knew with the G-tube, okay, it was a feeding thing. With autism, it's just like everything, you know? It's like, it could be so many things, but it's just a lot. But we're going to fight through this journey. She has got her trach out, she has got her G-tube out, so we will fight with this autism stuff as well, and we will get it down packed. I'm hoping I can find a great ABA therapy for her. I know that people have mixed feelings about ABA therapy, but I'm just want to check it out for myself. And also with preschool, she will be entering a PEP program, and all her paperwork and evaluations have now been filled out, so I'm like happy about that. I feel like it should be a better way with these kids and these evaluations and just the process of everything with autism or anything in general with kids with developmental delays. Is just a lot that us parents go through in general, and then the fact that we have to sit up here and go through so many other things with wait lists, and I know they can't help that, but even for her ADOS test, which is the autistic test, it was kind of like we had to wait in the lobby, and you know that your kid is not going to sit down, so you're like running after them, and then they want to check your kids' vital signs. And I just feel like it should just be a different thing for these kids that don't sit down, and the parents that have to deal with it and wait, and just it's a lot that comes with it. But I just wanted to bring some awareness for my preemie moms that's out there, or moms in general that's just trying to figure it out, because it's a lot of information to take in. I will say that Mila's downloading like apps on her tablet, okay? And I don't want anybody to feel like, oh, my child has autism, so I feel kind of down, and I think it's normal to feel that way. But we have to remember that these kids are just different. They're great. They're the great learners. They retain information so well. Just because your child doesn't talk or doesn't do this or doesn't do that, I feel like it's a lot of, I posted a video of Mila stating that she had autism, because I wanted other parents with autism to come to my page so that I could have more information and stuff like that. And actually Mila's Instagram name is Micro Preemie Mila. I'll put it down below. And I learned a lot from other parents as well, but I feel like when I posted that, it was kind of like, oh my gosh, so many kids are getting autism, I'm scared and this and that. If your child has autism, it's for a reason. It's not like, oh, it happened on accident. It was planned. It was supposed to happen, and we're strong, so we're gonna get through it. But I just wanted to bring awareness, just the situation. And yeah, so we're on this journey. We're gonna fight through it. We're gonna get through it. I definitely think it's going to be a process. But yeah, so we're here. My baby girl has now been officially diagnosed with autism, and we will fight and we will win. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys. Actually, also I'm gonna put some clips at the end of when we went to the testing. I think I still have them. I couldn't record while I was in there because one doctor's asking me questions and another doctor is playing with Mila. It was just a lot going on, and I couldn't have anybody in the room with me because of COVID. So yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. As you can see, Mila is getting super antsy. I'm tired. I'm so over it.
So busy. As you wait.